The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Baltimore Ravens. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now a handoff here to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
To throw, it's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
6:37. Here we go. Express.
From the gun, it's Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
What now? Blue 80. Mike 34, Mike 34. I'm on. Hey, watch it.
Now a handoff looking right. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third.
Hey, we got to get this stop here.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
Well, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. Go Chief. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Hey,
And to give this time to the tailback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
down. 180. Mike 34. Mike 34. Yeah.
Throwing his car on third down. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Down. 180. He's coming. Check in. Wrap. 180.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they try the right side here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10.
Check safety. Alert flare.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. J.J. Watt in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving him past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. He gets 12 on the keeper there, but now it's 3rd down.
A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. This time, Jackson will throw it. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So well done there, and these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do, and now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 7, Carr. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now a handoff working right. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Carr going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Let's go, let's go. At their own 15-yard line. Here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
It's second and 8 at the 17-yard line.
Let's go. Hey, Lobo. Yo. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On second down now, it's Grant trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
On third down, Jackson. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
The dump-off gets him only 1, and now you're looking at a third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Raiders on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They wound up getting nothing out of that second down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10.
7:34.
Working from the gun, it's Carr going up top, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Now Jackson throwing again. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Cleveland Farrell. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now, standing just about on his own goal line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Returnable here from the 38. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, and they'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now they try the right side here. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing now is Carr. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Raider first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Carr. Wide open receiver complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Now. Mike. 180. 180. We're good. 180. Check. Express. Get wide.
Now a handoff working right. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Check hot route. Hot. Shoot. Hey, alert 3.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now they try the right side here. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Check 13. Check 13. Hatchet. Switch.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker, as he'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And his kick is indeed good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the 1st half, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 13-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken fair. Now a hit and a loose football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 48. And this one is right down the middle. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. so far, hasn't been too successful.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Tight end right, tight end right. Everyone got 4 down. Mike 9.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 40. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now this time he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And he is all the way up past the 25. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a handoff looking right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they try the right side here. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To throw his car. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
There we go. Watch twist. Watch twist.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And this one is right through. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They will run with Grant. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On 2nd down, it's Grant. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 33 and a first.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that'll help him in contract time. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for the Raiders. 41 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Now a handoff looking right. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. The Raiders on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And his kick is good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, we got to seal. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 24. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 88 yards. As they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is down to 2. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback.
Well, I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
Six guys. Check six guys. Big ass. Kill.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Carr. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Check three. Hey, check Mike 6.
Here's Jackson. Completes it to Cole Grant. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Grant. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Check Mike 6.
He's back to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Now a give, right side. Grant. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. One final try now for Carr. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.